and welcome back to Healthy Family Cooking with the Vandervelds. Today we are going to make kombucha. This drink has probiotics that are good for your gut. It's a live probiotic. Making it at home is much better because it's lower in sugar content, and you end up with a higher level of probiotics because it has not been processed and the probiotics killed off. Also, kombucha is high in antioxidants, so it can help fight off illnesses, and it also is high in acetic acid, which can help fight off certain kinds of yeast and other infections. That being said, we drink this at home. We try to have some every day, and we make sure that our kids have it every day as well. To start any kombucha, you have to have a starter, which is in this jar. It is called a SCOBY. The starter is called a SCOBY, which means symbiotic culture of bacteria and yeast. The next thing that you'll need to start your own homemade batch of kombucha is a cup of starter liquid. All the starter liquid is liquid that we took from one of our previous batches and added right into here before flavoring. The next step is adding in 1 cup of unbleached sugar. We use the unbleached because using bleached sugar or tap water can actually kill your good bacteria. We also have pre-brewed tea. This is just regular black tea. A lot of people also use green tea, but we prefer the black. We're going to fill up this jar with as much tea as we can fit in here. I'm going to stir the tea. Until my sugar is dissolved. And for those of you folks thinking, oh my goodness, how can this be healthy because she just put a cup of sugar in there, the sugar is actually food for your SCOBY. So adding in the sugar is only going to feed your bacteria and your yeast, and the sugar is then removed from the tea, and it's gone. It's processed by the SCOBY. So your end product will have very, very, very minimal sugar in it, maybe 2 to 3 grams per 8 ounces, if that. So what I'm going to now do with this is add in my SCOBY. I'm going to get in my jar here, and always make sure when you're doing this that everything has been cleaned very well to the point of being sanitized, so that you don't get any bad bacteria growing in your kombucha. So I'm going to add in my SCOBY, and then I'm going to add in some filtered water. So I don't need to show you that part, but we're going to add in the filtered water up to about right here. Then to seal this off, you do not add a lid, because a lid will seal all your gases inside of here, and your SCOBY cannot breathe to produce more bacteria and yeast. So what you do is you place a towel over the top. I've folded mine double. That way no fruit flies can get in, because fruit flies love kombucha just like they love vinegar. Kombucha is processed in much the same way. Then we're going to add our rubber band to seal it tightly. And that's it. We're going to let this rest for 2 weeks. Then we're going to pull it out, and there'll actually be 2 SCOBYs inside of here. So we're going to remove both and add them to our jar here until we put our new batch in, and then add in our next SCOBY. You want to make sure when you add your tea that it is not hot, because hot tea will kill your bacteria and yeast that's in your starter fluid. The extra SCOBY that comes out of here, we keep in this jar, and every so often we sprinkle a little bit of sugar in there because it's feeding the SCOBYs in here, and we call this our SCOBY hotel. So that if anybody, my friends, say, hey, I read about kombucha and I'd really like to start making my own, I say, hey, I've got some SCOBYs that I can give you. So you can also sell them if you would prefer. If you guys have any questions, let me know. We're going to do a video at another time to show you how to flavor your kombucha and how to put the kombucha into a pop top bottle that will make it fizzy. So I can show you guys those steps next time. Thanks.